Good morning! I'm here at the Lumpy Ridge Trailhead in the Rocky Mountain National Park, just outside Estes Park, Colorado. And as you can see, not too many people here. It's kind of late in the morning as well, so this is great. The snow really keeps people at home. But it's a beautiful morning, crystal clear blue skies. And today, I really don't have a plan. So I'm just going to head out in the direction of the needles, see how far I can get. But I have a feeling the snow's going to get real deep and I'm just not going to be able to get up there. But this is a really good area to hike, so I'm just going to hike around and just enjoy this beautiful blue sky. But if I don't make it, you can't hike fail me because I'm not promising it. Starting at about 9:30. It's actually pretty snowy out here. I might have to put the micro spikes on right from the beginning. I made it about another 10 feet down the trail. Was slipping and sliding, so I just stopped and put these on. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't even try a trail with conditions like this without a pair of these. You'll just be wasting your time. Originally, I was going to stay home today, but then when I looked out the window and saw the blue sky, I just had to come out. Getting kind of a late start today because this is actually the B hike. I was originally going to go do Bobcat Ridge and go all the way around, and I even checked online to see if the thing was open. It said all trails open. I show up and it's closed. So I had to do a little bit of extra driving to get out here to the Lumpy Ridge, but this is still good. It's not much further. That's looking up at the Twin Owls. And look at this view. Unbelievable. This is why I like the Lumpy Ridge. I really do love this Black Canyon Trail that runs across the south side of the Lumpy Ridge. This is probably the most beautiful section of the entire Lumpy Loop, in my opinion. I don't know what's going to beat this right here. It's amazing. This is our first real good look at the needles. And they look like they are up there. And as you can see, the footprints are thinning out quite a bit here. It went from a super packed down, trail from side to side to, like 2 or 3 people here. So the farther I go out, the more remote it is. Looks like we're down to 1 set of footprints. Oh wow, and it's getting deeper. And it looks like the tracks stop right here at this gate. If I go any further, I'm going to have to blaze the trail. And honestly, bushwhacking another 3 miles through real deep snow, it doesn't sound too fun. Just not feeling that today. So instead, I'm going to sit on this bottom log and eat some pizza. I spent maybe 8 to 10 minutes chilling in my little spot there. But it was just kind of cold sitting there. That's the problem with hiking around in the winter, is when you stop moving, you get cold. And then also there's nowhere dry to sit, and you have to pretty much sit in the snow. And now my butt's wet. It's going to be the Twin Owls just ahead of me there. Not really thinking about hiking those. Can't quite get all the way to the top, but you can get this little part on the side right here, about halfway up. And after about 8 minutes of hiking up that real steep section, I'm up here to the base of the rock. I'm just going to continue up a little further, get up as far as I can. And this final section is pretty rocky, pretty steep, but a whole lot of fun. It does get a little weird in spots going up. Kind of got to get creative on how you pick your way. This spot is the worst so far coming up. Tried to go over there to the right, but that wasn't happening. So I came up right here. It wasn't too bad. There's a little step up and a pretty good handhold. You can hoist yourself up. That part right there is class 2 plus. If not class 3. I mean, you're not walking up that at all. You have to climb right here. You do have to zigzag back and forth at times when you're coming up this thing. If you get to a part that's really bad and you don't know if you can climb over it, then you're probably not going the right way. I would stop, look around, and try to find an easier route, because it shouldn't get that hard. This is not easy through here. I don't think it's quite class 3, but it's definitely class 2 plus. You're going to be using your hands getting up this. I believe this is going to be the very final section. And of course it's going to be the hardest as well. After about 30 minutes of splitting off the trail, I'm up here to the top of the Twin Owls, and it gets nasty towards the top here. Real nasty. It's not an easy hike. It's a little technical up here. And unfortunately, this is where the trail ends. You can climb up there for a second, but it doesn't lead to anywhere. Been sitting up here at the top of Twin Owls for maybe 10 minutes. I've got some pretty good shots from up here, but it's time to go. It's time to head on back. And this part right here is by far the worst. Just made it down that real nasty section. Now to a pretty good spot now that's out of the wind. So I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break. This part is really steep. This whole section across the front of the rock is extremely steep. It's taken just as long to get down as it did to get up. Alright, I'm back down, back onto the trail, and I'm off the rocky part. And that was pretty bad. That took quite a long time to pick my way down. But the rest of this should be pretty easy. I just got to get off this real steep part and connect back with the main trail again. Lumpy Ridge Trailhead to the left, 0.6 miles. I've actually already done a video on the Twin Owls. However, it's pretty old and pretty craptastic. I had to film it with my phone because it was snowing really bad. It's just not good quality. We didn't even make it all the way to the top, so it was worthy of a redo. I've also done a previous video on the needles as well. So if you want to see what the needles are like, you can check that video out. And we're back. Lumpy Ridge Trailhead. And as you can see, there are a lot more cars now. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. And until the next one, y'all, peace.